Hello everybody and welcome back to Getting Wrecked. So last time we built this train in Transport Fever here, and that's a train that brings food or livestock from Gorlston to this food processing plant, and then bring it back to the city, back and forth like that. Now last time I said that the next train will be coming in 1870, which is not true. The next train in Europe will come 1875, which means that I could go for an extra train on the food line. So I think I will do that. The only problem is that this guy is not really having that much food waiting right now. Also, I'm thinking about increasing the capacity to 10 wagons, so I think that will be my next tier of trains. Might be 10 wagons if I can afford it. I'm not even sure if I will be able to afford that. So I think that was 8, 9, 10. So let's get this on the food line. Hopefully I could also get some the city growing on the other side of the station. I'm not convinced that will happen, but hopefully it will. Also, one thing I want to do is I want to get going with passengers soon, but I borrowed all the money I can, so I can't really buy anything else right now. But I'm thinking that when we get to the next train, that's in 9 years, I will, I guess, replace all these guys with a faster train, and I will also make the passenger stations. So I don't really like to make passenger trains in the early game, but now we are getting closer and closer to the mid game, I guess, in a way. So I think it will be alright. But I want to connect as many cities as possible at the same time, because if you look at Havant here, it's really close to my train tracks here, but it's pretty far away from Gorlston, and I think that this early in the game people don't want to travel that far for shopping, for work and stuff. So I think it's a bit too far away. I think St. Helens to Gorlston, that's fine, this distance. But I think it would be a hard time to getting Havant to Gorlston. But maybe if I connect Havant with another city as well, I might get more people. Like if I connect it to Burton upon Trent, I think that's a bit too much of a hill climb here. But if I connect it with Patchway, maybe some people from Patchway want to go to Gorlston, so then they will increase the usage of that line. So if possible, I want to add that many trains. Well, I will have one train for each line, so I would have one train going from Gorlston to St. Helens. I would have one between Havant and Gorlston. I guess it's not too far between, but it's maybe 30% closer or something. And then we have Patchway and Havant, connect these as well, because even if I would like to have one and same train line go from Patchway through Havant to Gorlston to St. Helens, the problem with having trains that go through a city, or the benefit of having point-to-point trains are that they will always travel or bring people to the same city. If I have a line that go St. Helens, Galston and Havant, some people will be jumping on the train in St. Helens, but half the train will go to Galston and half the train will want to go to Havant. So the train will go to Galston and then drop half the load in Galston, get maybe 50 new passengers from Galston that want to go to Havant. So then they will go to Havant, but then they will only get paid half the distance, I guess, for the passengers that come from Galston. So it's, yeah, and then I might end up with the situation where I have a lot of people waiting in Galston, but I can't have, but the trains will always be almost full when they come to the city, so they can't pick that many people up, which I find a bit troublesome. Now I think that signal doesn't really make any sense. Anyways, so I don't think there will be much for me to do right now. I think I just have to wait until 1875 when I will be replacing some of these trains with the faster ones. At least they are making money somewhat. That's cool. But the next train I will definitely go to 10 wagons, even for the oil and fuel. I think that makes sense. Oh, will I have time to repay? Yes. Yosh! But anyways, I will see you in 7 years. Alright, so time is passing by and we are soon at 1875. I have paid back almost 7 million on a loan, and that's pretty good because I started to make a replacement here, a replacement train for my oil and fuel line, and this will cost 2 million with the new locomotive as well. We have 10 wagons instead of the 7. And as I said before, I need to replace every single locomotive on one line in order to make sure that it pays as much as possible, since the payment is based on the slowest train on the line. So I'm thinking about replacing these 4 with three trains instead, but with 10 wagons each. So here we have class 53 Preußen G3. So let's add that guy. Replace 25%, yes, and then borrow as much money as possible. So this guy is 5% faster again. So that should increase the income we get per kilometer by $75. And yes, I want to change this train track as well, but I think I should focus on the oil and fuel one first, because these guys are getting pretty old. They only have a lifespan of 30 years, while if we look at the goods wagon here, this one has a lifespan of 50 years. So that's one guy replaced. In the city? Okay, cool. Can you like start moving? Did you break down? Oh, okay. Good. So I'm not sure. The best thing would be that I replace everyone by auto-replacing while they are not close to St. Helens sidings. Since from here I can just tell them to go to the depot and they will be gone from the line, so that would be pretty sweet if I can make it like that. But we'll see if times run out, so we are passing by to 1876. I will most likely pay back the loan and put the replacement on hold until the next year, but we'll see. There are a lot of trains. This guy is getting pretty close. This guy is very much not close. This guy is getting pretty close though to being replaced in St. Helens. So now this guy should be replaced. Thank you. Yeah, this guy has a long way to go. Yeah, so I think I will pay back as much as possible, because I don't think I will be able to replace all 4 trains if I wanted to. So I'm going to sell this guy. Train number 4. It should give us a nice chunk of change here. And then we tell them to go to depot. And we see if we can replace this guy this year or the next year. It looks like it will have to be the next year. So at least I saved like 50,000 for paying all the monies. Okay, so now I can actually look at this guy, look at replacing him. Now this guy, I only need to change the train or the locomotive, so that should be fine. Go, go! I think you should be getting close to the city or the station. Yes, here it is. Nice. Sell that joker. Replacement. Nope. Perfect. So we have the oil line set up. Now we just need to do the manual shenanigans here. So, and let's take a look here. So I was expecting this to be $75 more than this line now, which is pretty much on point. It's 70 at least. So that is pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of want you to unload first, I guess. And send it to depot. And we will get 3 more wagons for you as well. Come on, come inside. Thank you. Like that, I think. Where is the last guy? Okay, he's all the way back here. Maybe that's fine, because I kind of feel like I might be spending too much money. Maybe. The only problem is that maybe I will have too much capacity here, especially for the food. The problem with the food is that this station doesn't cover all the commercial districts, but I don't know. Should be in a decent position. It's not the end of the world if we max out, because when we add passenger lines here, we should get the cities to grow a little bit. It will not be super fast, but we should start to see some growth pretty quickly. Also, the next train we will get will have a max speed of 60 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure if I will be replacing all these guys with that train as well. The problem is I can't really remember the years. I know that the train that makes 100 kilometers an hour, you will get that one at 1902 in Europe. I think it's the same in USA. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's like that. So we'll see. I think it should pay for itself if we change the engines, but we will see. One thing at a time here, so let's get the Prussian here and repay the debt. So, and delete to close all the windows. Okay, we can take 3 million loan. Let's use that to make connect at least St. Helens, Galston and Havant with the passenger service. I don't think this is enough to connect Patchway as well. Now the place I think I will go for, so I will go with 240 meters for tracks in this city, I think, because I kind of like to have Galston as a bit of a hub. So either I place it over here or I place it in the in between here. I'm not sure, maybe I should just put it down here, because maybe have it like something like this. It looks semi-decent, I think. It's done. The only problem is 4 tracks is a lot of tracks. $77 kilometers an hour. Do something like this, maybe. And connect them like this. if I for some reason need more platforms. At least it looks good. I'm not sure if it's really useful. How fast is this? This is pretty fast. I'm losing money! Come on, guys. Make me some bucks. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to connect this with these. I guess we can do it for time being. If we need to use them for something else, we can always do that. Not sure if I really need these. I kind of need to put in... Oh, this is a really shallow junction. Well, at least it's fast. I'm thinking about if this is super wise, but... It should be fine. So let's connect a road. Like that. Construction not possible. Big surprise. If we make it smaller. Okay. Good. Now we kind of need a diamond crossing here. Which I don't really want to have. Make it really narrow like that. It will be super slow. But the reason why I want to do it like that, I have no idea if that's really beneficial, but it's because I want to be able to cross the railway track here, and I can't do that if I have a diamond crossing down here. Alright, so we have one station down. Then we need to go down to St. Helen. This is an interesting city. Depending what I want to do, like if I look at the city, I want to have the station up here. But if I think about the future, I would like to have, maybe I would like to have the tracks going down to devices. In that case I want to have it like over here. So I think I will go with this since I can always bring people here, I guess, with some kind of buses. So I have it like this. I will not go with 4 train tracks right here because I think that's a bit of an overkill. So let's go like that. Make sure that they don't build too much in the way. And then we need to double track this. So these guys will no longer be one way. I think I have one more. Do I have one more? No. Not one way anymore. Still a really slow turn there. Connect it like that, and then we just need a couple of more signals. And then we need to connect this train track. I don't think this road is used for anything. Screw you, road! Let's make a super tight turn in the beginning and then... yeah, 48. Can we make a diamond crossing in a corner like this? I do not know. Seems to be pretty difficult to make that happen. Now it's always hard to make diamond crossing in this game, so let's just make 2 junctions instead. That should work kind of as the same. Okay, we got 1 city connected, or 2 cities connected. We have 2 million or 2.5 million. How about Havant? Now looking at this city, I have a couple of places where I would kind of like to have a station. I mean, over here would be kind of cool, but it seems to be a bit too... it's on top of a hill. We have some people living up here. We have some people living back here, so maybe something like this. That would be pretty far away from the railway track. Otherwise we could have it like over here. Connect this road and have it close to the industrial and the residential area. The only problem with that is that it's kind of in the wrong direction for getting connected to Patchway or whatever the city was called back there. So yeah, this is not super bad either, but yeah. How about making... Can I make a tunnel under here? Kind of. That would be pretty sweet if I made a tunnel and then had a station back here. The only problem is I don't really have the economy to take chances like that, so I will need to put it either here or back here, I think. I don't like this hill though. I mean, it's not super expensive. If I put it here, I could almost go down to the left here in order to get to Patchway. But let's actually try to have it back here in the residential area. Like that. Man, this would be super expensive to put down the train tracks, I guess. Somewhat pricey and somewhat slow here. Yeah, I have a pretty bad hill here. $65. Well, yeah. It's a good thing these trains are so slow that I can make... Oh, that's quite expensive. But the trains are so slow that I can make these tracks without feeling too bad. Making them this slow, I mean. Right. I'll have a hard time to get the diamond crossing here, but yep. Well, so will we even have enough money to put down any kind of vehicles on this? I'm not sure. I mean, it's not only that I need to have the trains, I would also need to have support vehicles. Oh well. Make it like this. Maybe. I don't know. Too much curvature. I really hope I can place a depot here now. It's pretty cheap depot as well. Now these can carry 8 passengers. That's super efficient. $1 million. Well, if I have 3 cars to begin with, I can make this happen. So here we go between St. Helen and this strange named Gore something passengers. And then we will buy another train. 1, 2, 3. This is so expensive. If we go between Galston and Havant. So Galston, Havant, passengers. I was thinking about having trams, but because I'm kind of out of money, I will just go with good old buses. I'm not too fond on this station being so far away from the city. But maybe it's fine. Right, and then we need the last city. With the most expensive station of all times. Yeah, I might end up... Yeah, I might just place one of these. Could almost have a circle route here. Something like this. And let's place some cheap ass depots. Can I afford 2 buses in every single city? I sure hope so. I will rename them later. Let's just get this show on the road. I think these might be in the way for future expansions, but oh, I always click bulldoze instead of rotate. Yeah, I will not be able to afford 4 of these. I have max my loan? Yes, I have. Great stuff. No, we are missing 2,000. Whoa, okay. Thank you. What just happened there? I got like 500 billion. Thank you, Yeebus. So. And since we already have the money, let's try to make these guys build on the other side of the station. We already have a road there, so that should be fine. How about up here? This is so far away from the city center, so I'm not sure if I can make them want to build here. Maybe. Maybe they will start building back here. I don't think so, but maybe. So let's go and find ourselves some trains. This line should be that color. Should I go with the same color scheme as before? In that case, these guys should be blue, I think, since they are going between cities. Pretty good looking train. Really short train, but yeah, we can always upgrade that. Well, we can't always do it, but we can do it when we have money. So the thing we are left to do here before we wrap this up is to name these. So this is Havant. Havant passengers. Maybe I should recolor these when they are local. Maybe. What's this? Gore. Can you rename the cities? I guess you can. Yeah. It's a small feature, but it's kind of important for some people, so. Something like this. Right. Now, I don't think that these guys will be making money anytime soon. Mostly because they are so far away from the thick of it. But hopefully they will build up some demand over time. I mean, we have some coverage. Some, not too much. And the trains, even if they only have 3 cars, they can carry 24 passengers. That's quite a lot. So if they are full, I think they will at least break even if I kind of want them to be twice the length. This guy is also a bit lacking in coverage. But hopefully people will start using them. So anyways, let's find ourselves a good old passenger train. And thank you guys for watching. And I will see you again next time. Goodbye.